Hello everyone. In the previous video, skill polarization, rising tuition fees, technological advancements. In this super fast economy, learning should be fast to outsmart the competition. So, the question is how skills can be learned fastly and efficiently. This question has been answered by Scott H. Young in his book Ultra Learning. The author gives out a 9-principle plan to master hard skills fastly and become more successful in life. In this video, we are going to take the first step towards the process of ultra learning by knowing about the first principle, meta learning. So let us get started. What is meta learning? The prefix meta comes from a Greek word meaning beyond. It means learning about learning. This definition might sound a bit confusing. So, in simple words, meta learning is about finding and knowing how the subject works. What are the skills and techniques that are required to master the subject, and what are the methods to learn that skill? Meta learning thus forms the map, showing you how to get to your destination without getting lost. Now that you have some idea of what meta learning is, how can you apply this to get an edge in your learning efforts? So basically, there are two main ways, over the short term and over the long term. For the short term, meta learning research can be broken down into three questions: why, what, and how. Number one, knowing the why. The first question that you should answer is why are you learning something? Broadly speaking, there can be two main motives. Instrumental learning, the one we do for a non-learning result. And the second motive is intrinsic learning, in which you don't know the exact use of the skill, but you are doing it for your own sake. For instrumental motive, it is better to do an additional step of research, determining whether learning the skill or topic will help you achieve your goal or not. For this, you can use the expert interview method, in which you can do your project research by talking to people who have already done that thing. Emailing them, meeting them in person, and calling them will have a great impact on your research. A good way to do this is to write down on a sheet of paper 3 columns with the headings, concepts, facts, and procedures. Then brainstorm all the things you'll need to learn. It doesn't matter if the line is perfectly complete or accurate at this stage. In the first column, write down anything that needs to be understood. In the second column, write down anything that needs to be memorized. And in the third, write down anything that needs to be practiced. Once you have finished your brainstorm, underline the concepts, facts, and procedures that are going to be most challenging. This way, you can identify the difficult tasks and method to tackle them. Now that you have answered 2 questions, why you are learning and what you are learning, it's time to answer the final question: how? How are you going to learn it? For answering this, use the benchmarking and the emphasize or exclude method. In benchmarking, find the common ways by which people learn those skills. Checking the curricula of different institutes, colleges can help you decide the entire roadmap for your project, just as Scott Young did in his MIT challenge. By talking to experts who have already done that, or by researching online, the resources can be found. While emphasizing, note the areas of study that align with your goals only and exclude the things that doesn't align with your vision. Through these methods, you will get a roadmap for your ultra learning project. So that's for today, guys. Hope you learned something valuable. We will see the second principle for ultra learning, that is focus, in the upcoming video. Thank you for watching.